Hello everyone, my name is Al, and welcome to another professional match of StarCraft 2. Today, we find ourselves on a map called Tropical Sacrifice. Our first player, the purple Terran from South Korea, we have GuMiho. In the opposite corner, our yellow Terran, we have ByuN. I am really excited for this one. We have ByuN versus GuMiho, which should be quite... Wow, where is this probe going? Ooh! You see, I'm saying it should be an exciting game. Are they both just scouting for proxies? I think that may be the case. I'm having to think so hard already. Yeah, it looks like they're just kind of both looking around for proxies. Now, let's talk about these players. GuMiho is a very exciting player to watch. He was a player that was using mech when it wasn't popular. And it's not that he was bad, he made it work. He made it work really well. So he's kind of a player he's pretty hard to kind of copy because he's very strange. Not in terms of his personality, but in terms of his build orders. He will do some odd things. Like, for instance, now we see a double barracks. It's not super strange, but we'll see what he does with it. On the other hand, we've got ByuN. Now, ByuN is a former world champion of StarCraft. He won at BlizzCon, when it was still called BlizzCon. Nowadays, obviously, referred to as the World Championship for IEM Katowice. That's considered the World Championship now. Back in that time, it was BlizzCon. I want to say it was 2012. I might be wrong. That feels a long time ago. No, it can't be 2012. Must have been later, 2018 or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'll double check that. So, ByuN is amazing with micro. His control of units is possibly the best in the world. You know, he's probably the best Terran in terms of micro. You can probably say someone like Maru is up there too. Maru is just amazing. But anyway, this is not a game about Maru. This is about ByuN and GuMiho. So I've casted ByuN before. I generally think he does exciting stuff. He is a very active player. He's always on the map, doing a lot of things to irritate his opponents and to deal damage. So we'll have to see how these two go up against each other. They're both very exciting players. They're both very explosive. So we'll see what they do. Now, I know TVT, and I said this in my last TVT video, I know it's not everyone's favorite. Ooh, Reaper on Reaper. Bam, 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 bam. Grenades. Micro grenades. Hellion is out, and ByuN defends quite comfortably. At the same time, hey, he gets that SCV. That's a nice little pick off. Is it worth 2 Reapers? Meh, probably not, but it's a nice little delay. So his command center is going to be finishing a little bit earlier. But yeah, TVT to a lot of people is maybe not the most exciting matchup, especially when it gets a little bit drawn out and a little bit long. Now I did check the time of this game. It was the longest game in the series, but not painfully long. So it should be exciting and we should see some fancy stuff happening. We're going to see tanks probably. We're going to see some marines. But I'm hoping that these players do something a little bit offbeat, because that's always fun to watch. At this stage, what do we have? ByuN's getting a Cyclone out. GuMiho, he's just gone for marines at this stage. He's getting Tech Lab on his factory. Tech Lab, oh no, that's a reactor. Where's the other Tech Lab? Oh, there it is. So we'll see what he makes with the starport. He's going for Viking. Okay. Is that normal? I don't know. I don't know TVT build orders. I suck at this matchup. I found that in this matchup, and maybe you can, kind of feel what I'm feeling. I can go up to 2 bases. I get my tanks ready. I think I'm in a good position. And then the enemy will siege up right about there with a bunch of tanks. I panic, and I don't know what to do, and then I die. Because they just end up taking another base, etc, etc. So, yeah, that's the way it could end. With these guys, they're a little bit better than me, and by a little bit, I mean miles better, like a lot. I think they're a lot better than most people. But anyway, we'll see how they deal with it. Their positioning, their tank lines, everything very important. Okay, this is spotted by ByuN. By GuMiho, sorry. I don't think there's going to be too much damage. They're just roaming around trying to keep a little bit of pressure on. The Viking is going to try to avoid drops. I think that is specifically because it is ByuN. ByuN is known to be very active with his Medivacs. He will drop you with a bunch of Marines constantly, and he'll just be very annoying. So far, nothing too major though. Double Medivac coming up for both players. So we'll see where that takes them. This is the NG Bay. The NG Bay is a little bit later for ByuN. So GuMiho is going to be up and upgrade. Not much. No, that's the one I want. Yeah, a little bit. Not too major. It's not a big delay. I say that. Should be a couple of seconds that he has a window. But at this stage, not too much happening. Couple of spotter supply depots out here for ByuN just to keep an eye on things. And yep, there it is. The double Medivac drop with 16 Marines. At the same time, GuMiho doing almost the same thing, except he doesn't have 16 Marines. They get dropped over here, trying to get rid of the Viking. Oh, he gets out barely. Alright, let's see, ByuN. Let's see what you're going to make with this. Yep. Doing some good damage. There is a tank just behind the command center. That is some very good placement for the tank. Means this army cannot jump on it. At the same time, GuMiho unloading his Marines. He's going to try put a little bit of pressure on this side. The supply very close. GuMiho a little bit up in workers, but I think ByuN's going to be able to defend this very well. Yeah, he should be fine. The tank count 2 for ByuN, 4 for GuMiho. Nothing too major. This army roaming. They're trying to get this Medivac. They will. Ooh, that's one down. That's not a good loss, GuMiho. Gotta be more careful with those Medivacs. I mean, I guess he doesn't know. It's nice saying that when, you know, I've got full map vision. These guys obviously don't. They're working on limited information. Okay, GuMiho is sieging up here. That means he's probably going to take his third or not. What is he doing? Just moving out. There is not that much defense here. There's 2 tanks over here. These Marines dropping in the back. You got to be careful with them. He lets those die. GuMiho, how dare you? Those poor Marines, they gave their life for you. And this defense is pretty solid. Nothing too major happening on this side. Alright, at the same time, a couple of roaming units here just trying to be annoying. They don't matter too much anymore. The Hellions, the Reaper, they're not going to help in the late game. So if he gets a little bit done with him, that's good. Woo. 4 Medivacs filled with units. 2 tanks, bunch of Marines. This is going to be spotted. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, he sees it. Okay. ByuN does drop, gets rid of it. Doesn't care too much. Scans going down. GuMiho just going for the counter attack here. Did I just say ByuN's gonna spot it? I don't know. Someone's gonna spot it. He's taking 4 siege tanks up into the main. He's gonna protect them. This is a fantastic little drop. Yeah. Boom! Goodbye, workers. Goodbye, Marines. Doom drop into the main. ByuN, what are you gonna do about this? How are you gonna break this? Yeah, those siege tanks. I mean, he can't get his siege tanks up in place. Be careful with the Marines. They're having a good time. This tank's just taking care of the infrastructure. At the same time, third is being attacked by ByuN. They're just not gonna attack each other's armies, and they're just gonna counterattack. That is a big drop for just an SCV. That's a nice positioning with the siege tanks. The Marines can then fall back to get defended by those siege tanks. These can't push too much further. I think GuMiho's microing at home. Ooh, yeah, okay. This tank's not dealing too much. Okay, ByuN jumping on this army. He's getting rid of the tanks. That is quite a bit of supply lost for GuMiho. That's not ideal. At the same time, the third has been cancelled on this time. There's a little bit of a soft contain. It's always good, but you've got to be careful when you're trying to soft contain, because it's very easy for a flank to be set up like this, or for the other Terran player obviously to just drop into your own main while you're busy doing this. Yeah, there he is. He's flanking on those tanks, trying to get rid of them. That means these Marines are going to be in trouble. They're going to run for their lives. The rest of the army is coming up. I think this is so tight. I want to say I think, but I don't know. GuMiho's got more workers, but he still hasn't gotten that third up. I don't think ByuN's going to actually try get a third. +2/+2 coming up. Yee, this could be quite dangerous. Let's see where these Medivacs go. This is... What was that? They're both just flying around. I think this is a good position for ByuN. Yeah, he's going to get this Medivac. Not Medivac. Command center. Is he? He gets it. Siege tank on the high ground. That's going to help a lot. ByuN just not letting off the pressure. He's just keeping it on. I mean, this is a very hopeful counterattack. Yeah, they're looking very even. There's upgrades very close together. So ByuN's transitioning into Liberators. Liberators obviously very good. They can help to break siege tank lines. You need those Liberators. You need to use them. Oh, careful. You need to use them to break siege tank lines. But you got to make sure you've got enough Vikings to win the air battle. It's a very, very intricate game. Matchup. Let me say matchup. Alright, another push in here. Yeah, be careful. Ooh. Look at them just dropping each other. One picks up to move, another one picks up to move. These guys are so quick. So very good. Ooh, this is a little bit of a lead for GuMiho. Yeah. In terms of workers lost, it's been 9 and 10. So they're really trading quite blow for blow here. ByuN a little bit up in supply. He's got more army. 3 less workers. I don't think he minds too much about that. But he's got the Liberators. And those Liberators are going to be so good. I think GuMiho needs to reassess his position. I don't think he's going to be able to do much about that. There we go. Send in the one Marine. Oh no, wait. That's ByuN's. Never mind. This yellow color. Is it just me or is the yellow color quite painful to look at? Good little push in here. Ooh. Yeah, I think ByuN's just got enough. He's got defender's advantage as well. Those Vikings are great against the Medivacs. Yeah. ByuN actually came off a little bit worse in that engagement. But I mean, GuMiho had the support of the tanks as well as the Vikings. Is he? He's faking a Medivac drop? Is he really? I know this is the thing that they often do, you know, just to draw attention away. GuMiho sieging up here. Oh, you want to be careful of that spot. Scanning each other. Watch out for the Vikings. Is this a dummy drop? I don't think so. Can I call it that? A dummy drop? I don't know. Where are the Liberators? Ooh. He set up a liberation zone looking for the command center, but there is none. Where's the other one gone? Ah, it's over there. It's still moving about. Alright. Alright. Okay, so GuMiho's getting his own Liberators up. Yeah, you see? Nah, ByuN's got to pull back the tank. Gotta be careful of those. Liberators, very strong. A lot of damage that those units can deal. Yeah, look there. One-shotting Marines. Fizzling them away. The Marines. Poor Marines. Why? GuMiho gonna try to take this upper ground. Let's see what it does with it. So yeah, at this stage it's just kind of shuffling back and forth. Moving these units about. These players are so quick. 900 APM there for ByuN at that moment. 900. What is he doing? He's pushing so many buttons. ByuN's also going for +3, which I don't think GuMiho has gone up to. So he's going to have the upgrade lead in a little bit, yeah? But he's got to hold out till then. He's got to make sure that he doesn't die. Got more workers. He's lost a little bit of army though. Yes, the lowest of low Marines making a run by and getting picked off by reinforcements. Ah, never mind. I lie. They're alive. Alright, it's crunch time over here. These two players vying for their positions. Who's going to take it? Oh, ByuN, you got to be careful when you're moving out. Good siege tank lines. I don't think he's going to get too much done here. He should be fine. Liberators are going to set up. They're going to try and move those tanks away. Marines do jump on them. Yep, the counter jump. If you if that's a thing. Is counter jump a thing? It is not. Let's call it a counter jump. Ooh, these poor Marines, they are getting walloped by tanks. Counter attack. Yeah, he's gonna get a bunch of workers done. There's nothing to help defend you. GuMiho, where's your defense? I think his entire army is there, and GG is called. ByuN with a cheeky little counter attack just means that GuMiho runs out of steam. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. A little high-level game of Terran versus Terran between ByuN and GuMiho. Very close in the end. ByuN just having a little bit better defensive position. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll keep bringing you some of the best StarCraft I can find. If you know of any good matches that happened during this tournament, please let me know and I'll cast them. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more StarCraft content. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in the next one.